What's up, Inkie peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and I'm up with your August 2017 Printables reveal. So this month I did a couple of things which are a little bit different, a little bit cool, so stay tuned to watch and see. Now, first off, I'm going to show you the Project Life cards, and guess what? Yes, your eyes do not trick you. It's yellow and it's not pink. So for this month we have this sheet that's got, this is just a nice little generic weekend journaling card with a paint brush stroke behind it. Here this month I did something I hadn't done before, and I'm pretty proud that I worked out how to do it with a little bit of Aaron training. I made these little flower clusters, and you'll see some in another one of the printables, but this one I'll give you a bit of a closer up look. So there's painted background, so these are actually, they're not digitally drawn. I drew them physically on a piece of paper, painted them in, and then scanned them into my computer. And there's little leaves, and I really like them. So let me know if you like this type of thing. I'm thinking of next month of doing not flowers. I'm going to have a non-floral month next month because there's quite a few florals in this month. But I'm thinking of another type of shape, so let me know if you like this kind of design that mixes like black and white doodles with mixed media pictures. I'm quite a fan of it. So I got another Sundays one, and then this one. So I tried to go, it's a bit tricky with the different hemispheres. You Northern Hemisphere peeps are in summer, so I tried to do something that could work for summery but could also work for wintry kind of. Well, it was tricky, but yes. So this is a nice little one. I've got a layout coming up that has a pocket page layout that has a photo that I've fit into this part too, so stay tuned for that. So that's page 1, and then this is the second one. This is my favorite card out of the whole thing. I accidentally, so see these little splatters on the leaves? Yep, I accidentally Heidi shined on it when I wasn't meant to, but I think it really did work out. So this month we went for like a yellow, grey. These are coming up really purple. This one's more of a grey, it's not purpley, but on camera it's kind of tweaking it out a little bit. And so yeah, yellows, greys, touch of purple, and some pinks as well. So they're the Project Life cards for this month. A little tip, I actually printed these ones on glossy photo paper, which will be interesting to use. I don't think it'll be very good to write on, but I thought it might be nice for these ones to give it a try. Just with your printer settings, make sure that you don't have the box tipped that says fit to page, because if you fit it to page, it will stretch it out to suit your printer margins. So just a little tip there. If you ever have any troubles printing the printables, just let me know either in a Patreon message, it's probably the easiest way to get onto me, or in the comments for the printables video, like this one here. So that's this month. Oh, here's one of those clusters. So for this cluster, I actually bought a bunch of peonies and took photos of them, and then in Photoshop cut around them, and then scanned these ones in, cut around them in Photoshop, and put them all together. And yeah, just had a little bit of fun with it. So they are the, we're going to call them the pocket, no, what do I call them? Pocket page cards, because Project Life is trademarked. So I'm going to go our pocket page cards for this month. And then our printables, we've got a whole page of floral clusters, because I know that not everyone's florally, but that's okay. You can either, these ones are really great. They're just like a generic shape. You could color them in yourself and make them any color you wanted. So I wanted to make sure there were some that were left so that you could do whatever you wanted to them. But they're just really sweet, and I've made some big, some small. Another thing that you can do is that you can always print these two to a page so that they're even smaller. And I'm going to show you, actually I'll show you now. Where is it? Here. I did a couple of different things this month. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So the first thing is you don't have to fussy cut them if you don't want to. So this one here, I just cut a rectangle out of. I punched a circle out of this one up here, and then this little one I just cut it as a little flag. So if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, you can always get around it, and honestly they don't take too long to fussy cut. A tip for fussy cutting is I might just cut this one. I'll show you how quickly, let's go for this one up here, show you how quickly I fussy cut. It's not very fussy, and it's very cutty. So I just use, these are my fussy cutting scissors, and I find it a lot easier to move the paper than it is to move the actual scissors, and I don't go in every little nook and crevice. I just kind of leave the same amount of space around the flower up there, and you're done. So fussy cutting doesn't have to take too long. Yeah, you can get it done quickly, and see, it's just got a nice little white gap all around it. So they're your floral pages. I also did something. I printed it out on some book paper. So the way that I did this, and I stupidly put the book paper in upside down, so this flower cluster now goes that way. But what I did is I got a piece of book paper. It was a vintage patterns book, and so I glued with a glue stick the piece of paper to a piece of normal printer paper and fed it through my printer that way. I don't know how it goes just putting the book page by itself, but I would just stick it with a normal glue stick to a piece of normal copy paper, let it dry for a couple of minutes, and then put it through. And these just are going to be so fun. I can see, I think, an art journal page with some of these, or that would look really cute in a notebook, in a traveler's notebook page too. So you can always print it on different paper, give it a bit of an experiment. So that's your clusters, and then your final printable, except for the art print, I'll get to that at the end. Your final printable for this month is this page, and there's a few different things on here. So you've got a tag which has some overhanging words. Now this tag I actually made and then just scanned it in, and then I just punched a hole using my hole punch and some twine through here. So there's a little tag, and these are 1-inch circles. They're a little bit bigger than 1 inch just so that it fits in your hole punch properly. But every month there will be some 1-inch circles no matter what the design is. And if you haven't watched my how to make DIY flare video, I just get these clear little bubbly stickers. I don't have them within arm's reach at the moment, but you just stick it over the top and you've got yourself a little flare badge. So yeah, really sweet. So I made myself some flare. You could even add a tiny word sticker to these or a little doodly border around them. It's up to you. But every month there will be some 1-inch circles. Last month it was, I don't think I have them on me. No, I don't, but the little blue, I think it was love this, and a little heart and something else as well. Then this is just a big page. I thought this might be nice for a traveler's notebook spread. It's not the exact size, but it's a long skinny thing. I also cut one of these to be a pocket life card as well. So you can use this for a few different things. There's some labels, and then another little label down here where I was thinking that you could write words on, or your journaling on each of these. Sorry if you can hear the bunnies in the back. They're being nincompoops and chewing boxes. Now, next up, I've got the art print, and I have to say, I freaking love it. It's so cool. So this is the art journal process video that you would have seen last month, and I have printed mine on this Kodak glossy photo paper for something a little bit different, and it just gives it a nice little shine. So I'm going to put this up on my clipboard wall. So that's the art print for this month. You can also print at different sizes. So here's a smaller one which would look really cute in a traveler's notebook. Or I'm actually going to use this, I've printed it 4x6, and I'm actually going to use it as a pocket page card. So stay tuned, oh my goodness. So stay tuned for that process video coming up very, very soon. So if you like the smaller one, or if you want to save on ink, this is a great tip. And then I did my favorite thing I think I've ever done with Patreon ever. I grabbed some sticker paper. So here are my two, because I know someone will ask. So they're the Avery brand, and these are rectangle addresses. There's two different sizes, and these are circle ones. So it's just a pack just of sticker paper. So it looks like this, and these are all individual little stickers. Now you're meant to put them in the computer and program it with the disc and work it out so that it prints things exactly, but all I did was I fed it into my printer, making sure I knew which way was up, and I printed the art print, and so now I have freaking arty circles and rectangles. So these are going to be beautiful to use as a background on a scrapbook page. I've got an idea for that, or on an art journal page, and it's just such an easy technique, and it just makes it a little bit different and so much fun. So they're the circles ones, and then of course, like, you might not want this one you might not use because you can't really see much, but you might be able to overlap it. But the majority of it, oh, better put your eyebrow in the right spot so that you don't look very cranky. And then this one, I already started using them, so these are just the little rectangles that you can use. You could use these as labels. You could put journaling over the top using like typewriter strips. You could do so much with this. So stay tuned. I am going to get busy now and film some process videos for you and put them all into one big video. It might be a little bit long. I've already made a card and a layout and 3 Project Life pages using the printables so far, so I'll pop those in as well. I'm going to get busy into an art journal page now, so stay tuned for that video. It should actually be out maybe the same day as this or in 5 days time, one or the other. But yeah, please let me know in the comments what you liked in the printables, what your favourite part was, and also let me know anything you'd like to see in future printables, any colours, shapes, anything you'd like to see. I'll make it for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for pledging. It really means a lot, and I'm just so excited. I'm already working on the September printables, and yay! I'm just very excited. Alright guys, I better get to work and make some art journal pages for you. I'll see you next time. Bye!